sometimes. I like to refer to real grass as artificial astroturf. I'm starting a solitaire league, so please do not apply. I used to be addicted to having interventions, but my friends and family didn't know what to do about it. Nobody ever said anything, so I had to quit cold turkey. I once said, and I quote, I'm paraphrasing right now. Wait, was that it? Well, it was something along those lines anyway. Spotify hardly pays artists, so I need a favor from you every day. Play this song on repeat while you sleep. I repeat, you will sleep, you'll play me, they'll pay me. Otherwise, Spotify will rob me blind. It makes me want to scream. They only pay 0.00666 of a cent every time you stream. This song has to be at least 30 seconds or I will not be paid. I'm doing pretty good on time, but Spotify robbed me blind. I used to have a plan. Yeah.
Hey, Clint! Welcome to Tuesday night. I assure you it'll be a lot better than last Tuesday. And here's your host, Amber Iris and Anthony Kapfer!
Welcome to the show. Here's a song. I just wanna have fun with you. The world is such an ugly place, so let's pay no attention to the news. Ignorance is a beautiful thing. Let's fall in love and ride a bicycle for two. Democracy's collapsing in the USA, so tonight we're only thinking about you and me. I wanna make new reality with you. Social media is selling all our private information, and Big Brother's always watching you. The government's controlled by evil corporations, and they all want to make a profit from you. I don't even want to vote for the next president, and I don't want to go to work so I can pay my rent, 'cause I just want to have fun with you. Climate change is melting all the polar ice caps, and you look so pretty in that dress. All the bees are going extinct. I think I'll make you a mixtape on cassette. Mass shootings are happening every day, so let's go and get some matching heart tattoos. The nuclear war is just days away, so I just wanna have some fun since we're doomed. Ladies and gentlemen, Amber Iris.
Hello.
Hi.
How's it going?
Oh, you know, just feels like we're on death row, just waiting.
Yeah.
How are you?
Oh, not great. Not great, but that's okay. We rearranged the living room, so that gives me a reason to wake up tomorrow. So that's
Yeah,
nice.
that's always good.
Yeah. Nice.
Maybe I'll rearrange the office, this office studio here.
Yeah. Merle is right behind me, hanging out, enjoying life. For those of you who don't know, I know we have a large international audience. Last Tuesday was the presidential elections for the United States, and Donald Trump won.
The last ones, we've been told. The last election.
Yes, he told us.
Yeah.
And actually, he said a lot of stuff. He was like, I don't even need your votes. It's totally fine. Totally cool.
Don't worry about it. We don't need you.
Yeah. So
That's America's new slogan. Don't worry about it. We don't even need you.
yeah, we don't want you. We don't need you. We don't like you.
Get out of here.
Yeah, but in like red, white, and blue.
Mm-hmm.
Red and white, and then everybody else has the blues.
These colors tell you to run.
Yeah. So, it's been a weird week
Yeah.
for me.
Pretty much doomed. That song, I wrote that song in 2019. Who knew that it would still be relevant? I should update it. There's more stuff I could put at the end.
Yeah, it's like we didn't start the fire.
Yeah, just have that keep going forever.
Yeah.
Just like maybe I'll add another key change in there. Just do more of the things.
Yeah, that sounds like a great way to spend your time.
Mm-hmm.
Just recounting all of the terrible things that have happened.
Yeah, I'm sick of writing songs about it. Honestly, I just would keep hoping things will somehow get better. But the songs stay relevant.
We do. Has anything good happened this week?
No.
There's just like nothing that was okay this week. It's Merle stretching. That's a pretty good thing.
Merle stretching was probably the highlight of the week, honestly. Can we see a little more? Can we see?
Merle.
It's mostly just butt
Merle's
right
here.
now. Oh.
Pretty sweet.
She's a little shy. She doesn't really like to get a lot of screen time.
Not on her face, but she knows what her assets are for the camera. So that's good.
It's funny, the day after the election, this was something I was excited about for a while. You guys know the whole story with the bald wig vinyl.
Mm-hmm.
We got them. We had to get them redone. We're still waiting. I do have a test pressing that we approved. The test pressing is just a blank
Finally.
label. That sounds really good. But so that came a couple weeks ago. The day after the election, we got these from the printers. The insert that's going to go inside the vinyl with all the lyrics, some new artwork, a photo of us. Anyway, it came the day after. I was like, who gives a shit anymore about how can I be excited about this? Are you kidding me? But anyway, I guess this was one cool thing that happened. I was working on this, and then we got the records, and they weren't right, so we didn't have these printed. Well, we finally got them just in time for the end of the world. Look at all that cool artwork there.
Mm-hmm.
These I typed all this stuff by hand, and I cut it up and scanned it.
Looks amazing.
So this is, even though this is printed, I did type this on a typewriter and cut it up. And anyway, it felt a little bit silly being even mildly excited about that, but that's one thing. What about you? Anything happened this week?
Well,
good?
the day before the election was my first day at my new job, which is
tell us about that.
Exciting. My new job at the Department of Education, which Donald Trump has allowed to dismember into as many little pieces as he possibly can. So immediately following my first day were a lot of canceled meetings because my management was pulled into discussions to talk about the new president and what's going to happen. So there we go. Out of the frying pan and into the fire. Oh, thanks, Anthony.
Am I triggering that?
That's you. That's you, thumbs. That's you having a celebration.
Wow. So when
the
you
demise of public education.
I didn't.
Oh, the other thing that happened is I was washing a cast iron skillet and I got a steam burn on my hand, and now it's puffing up into a series of little blisters. It's been a challenging week for me.
Yeah, it's always
not a great week.
No. Try, if you want the thumbs up thing, try doing it like that.
No.
How come it only works for me? I don't even know.
I don't know. Maybe because you have a green screen?
Oh, yeah, but I don't have it activated. That's weird. I don't know.
Maybe it's something. Maybe it's like some sort of setting that I have to turn on.
I didn't know that was possible. I didn't mean to do it.
Oh, well, I have to push this button to celebrate.
We're celebrating here.
Yeah. What are the things that you want to do in the next 4 years? If you have a bucket list, what are the things that are on it?
Hoping to vote again. That would be nice. Survive. I don't know.
Okay, so not much. You have
Not much. I don't have a lot of
fairly low expectations.
Yeah. What about you?
Hoping to not get pregnant. Honestly, would like to go to Disneyland. Like to ride one more roller coaster.
Oh yeah. Well, we're pretty close.
We are, but roller coasters make me so dizzy.
Yeah.
You know, it would. I also feel like even without all of the political climate happening, I don't think I could ever. I could maybe ride one more roller coaster. It's like getting stung by a bee. You know, like you get one, and then the second time you're just allergic because your body just rejects it entirely.
I don't think I've ever been stung by a bee.
Well, I think you got 2 times. 2 times you can get stung by a bee. And then you're Macaulay Culkin and My Girl.
Oh my God! Wow. What a movie.
I don't remember that movie. I know the end, but I don't remember the movie.
What if that's just a sequel to Home Alone?
Ooh.
Those burglars, they can't get him, but those goddamn bees, they did him in real good.
You know, that really, I think, set the tone for anti-bee kind of society that we were in the late 90s, early 2000s, before we found out how imperative bees are to everybody's ecosystem.
Essential.
Yeah.
I even sang about him in that opening song.
But nobody thought that. Everybody was just afraid of them, you know?
Yeah, it's like pit bulls. Bees are the pit bulls of bugs.
Bees are the pit bulls of bugs. Yeah, they get a really bad reputation. That's true. Sleeping. All right, your turn. Now you ask me a question.
Well, good night, everybody. What? My turn for what?
To ask me a question.
What are you looking forward to the next 4 years?
Oh, I already told you.
Disneyland.
Yeah.
What are you not looking forward to?
Ooh. Honestly, daylight savings, when that changes back, that's going to be really hard.
And leap years.
Is this year a leap year?
I think we just had one.
We just had one? When's the next leap year? Put it in the chat. When's the next leap year?
I think last year was a leap year. Or this year was.
Leap year, this year was. Okay. That's pretty
Daylight
cool.
savings. So going back to... You like it how it is now when it's dark at 5 p.m.?
I like it how it is now because when I wake up at like 5:30 a.m., there's some sunlight. So
okay.
That's nice. And then when it springs forward, I feel like just the worst person because when I'm waking up and I'm like, is it almost 7 a.m.? What a lazy piece of shit I am. That's not it.
I don't think I know anybody else who wakes up at 7 and feels lazy.
Well, when you wake up at 5:30, then you're like, yeah, so efficient. I do go to bed at like 9:45, which is a hard thing to admit.
That's a secret?
I try to keep it. It's good. I don't do anything, so it is a secret, but it's not a secret because I'm keeping it from anyone. I just have nothing to do after 9 o'clock. So nobody knows.
Is it a secret if just nobody's ever asked you?
Yeah, it's just something I just keep to myself. It's not a secret, but I don't want people to know. So in that way, it is a secret.
A lot of times you make it to 10 o'clock.
Yeah. Yeah. What happens is I go and I lie down in bed at 9:30 and then I'm on my phone looking at TikTok until 10 p.m. And once I start getting to like all of the videos where they're like popping pimples or removing earwax, I'm like, that's it.
That's how you know it's time.
Yeah. And then I have nightmares and I don't know why.
Are there nightmares about popping pimples?
I think in a way, yeah.
In a way.
In a way, it can all be interpreted. I wake up and I Google, I go to the dream dictionary and I'm like, why did I have a dream that frogs exploded all over the place? And they're like, actually, it means you're afraid of clogged pores and zits. It's so weird.
Yeah. That is odd.
Yeah. What a weird thing to have.
You know how I've talked about it before, how I have a lot of stress dreams.
You? No.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll be at a show or something, but I have to set up a bunch of equipment before I can perform, or something like that. Or but this week I've had stress dreams that are kind of similar in a way, but more realistic. Like there were like helicopters dropping bombs, and we had to pack our stuff and leave. But like there would be something we have to do, and we couldn't find something, or we had to look for one of the animals or something. But I woke up, I was like, damn, I miss the ones where like I'm just like, oh my god, I'm gonna miss my set. This is like, oh, we're about to be killed.
Oh yeah.
By bombs.
Yeah.
And it's the same stress dream, but my mind is like kicking it up into a more realistic scenario.
Much higher stakes for you.
Yeah, because I'm not even going to make it to the show this way.
I know, yeah.
I won't even book the show. I'll be dead.
Yeah, and then the time between when you don't show up to when people find out you're dead, it'll be long enough that they will just run your name through the mud. So
they'll be like, what a jerk. He doesn't even take this seriously. He doesn't care about his audience. No.
Yeah.
What a dick.
It'll just go rampant like wildfire.
Heads up would have been nice, jerk.
And then they'll be, whatever it is, 3 hours later, R.I.P. Anthony. And then everybody will be like, I was such a fan the whole time.
He was such a cool dude. Here's a photo of us hanging out.
Here's a story that mainly highlights me, but also Anthony was there.
I remember this one time Anthony said I was great. He told me he was a big fan of me. And we took this photo.
And then I stole his comedy club.
And then I also stole his podcast. And then I also stole his money.
Yeah. You gave so much people so much money.
Oh,
so many people owe you money. You're practically a bank. Not a good bank.
A terrible bank.
Yeah. A nice person, but a bad bank. That's why we're always asking for money on the show.
Yeah, go ahead and Venmo at Digital Slumber Party. It's crazy that so many people have taken money from me, stolen businesses I've created, stolen podcasts I've created, and I'm seen as a jerk. How does that happen? You know how much money? I've given so much money. I should be a charity at this point.
You are a charity. The Anthony Kapfer Unlimited charity. It's because you didn't make it to that show that one time.
Yeah, if only I had made it to... I had all this equipment to set up, but then I got blown up.
But is that really an excuse? Like, you're not part of hustle culture if you're not making it happen.
The show must go on, okay? Yeah. You got to pick up the pieces of yourself, glue them back together.
Of your literal body. Yeah. Just Picasso it. And then walk onto stage. You're just like a torso with limbs in wrong places. You can do like a strange cartwheel on stage. Great.
It's so funny. I saw social. I've been seeing all the social media posts, all the comedians and musicians and people that I know, and I was trying to pay attention to how soon after the election were people back to just posting content and promo and whatever. And I saw something that was like, hey, the show must go on. Come and check me out all weekend at whatever. I was like, what? Who cares?
Also, like, the show must go on. The show has just started. Are you not fucking watching what's going on? The show has just started. It's going to get ridiculous.
Also, the show must not go on. I used to think that at one point.
Yeah.
But now when the show goes on, The only people that benefit from it are the people exploiting the artists to begin with. The show must not go on. Fuck the show.
Yeah. But not this show.
Pay the artists already.
Thank you guys for coming to this show. We're not talking about this show.
No, not this show.
But yeah, it is sad.
The show must go on.
It is sad. I was on one of the social medias, and it's just interesting. Like, I know that I create my algorithm, and I don't control what or how people post, but I was like online the day after, and it's just people who are like, hey everybody, it's the day after the election. You know what that means. So get ready with me with a full face of Sephora products. And it's just such a weird thing to like be so sad about your existence being threatened, but also them being like, hey, spend money, spend lots of money. And also I get paid if you click the link below. Like, it's just such a weird, sad dystopian society.
Yeah. That's what we're living through these days. I don't know. I haven't created any content this week, personally.
I haven't done much over the last 3 years. What even is content, you know?
Is this content right now, what we're doing?
I think it is. I don't know if it's good content, but it is definitely stuff that is being said and projected out onto the internet.
Maybe we can make it into viral content. Like, we'll grab a clip of us talking on this show, like this clip maybe, and we'll put. You need a hook now, is what I've been seeing, right? So you got to have some text on the screen. So this could be like POV. It's the end of the world, but you still have to do a show and try to be funny. Right? And then, so we'll put that text over us right now.
Yeah. And
then, I don't know, like, what's up?
Pretty good.
Okay, that's the clip.
Okay, I like it. I think
Content.
the other clip that we should do, it could be you, and it could be POV. It's the end of the world as we know it, and then all you do is a dramatic reading of that REM song.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
That's great. It starts with an earthquake.
It did start with an earthquake.
Birds and snakes and aeroplanes.
How old are you? Aeroplanes? It's airplanes.
Lenny Bruce is not afraid. I'm trying to remember there's a lot of lyrics there.
They do it really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to know it.
Is that the song that you covered?
I covered that song. I sang it once at karaoke around the time that I covered it. I told the story, right?
Maybe. I don't remember it.
It was so funny. So I learned the lyrics to the song, and I played it live a couple times, whatever. And around this time, it's sort of fresh in my mind. It was after a stand-up show. There was like a group of people that were at the show. We were all hanging out at a bar next to the comedy club where they do karaoke on the weekends. So this one woman, she was like trying to get everybody to do a song. She's like, I was like, I'm not going to do it. I don't remember how it came up, but it came up that if I was going to do it, I would do the REM song. But I said, I'm not doing it. So this woman, she signed me up to do REM. It's the end of the world. No. I think she was hoping I would join her. She did it. She signed herself up. She started doing it. It was like she had never heard the song before. She didn't know a single word. She was looking right at the screen, and she still couldn't. Plus, I think also the lyrics were wrong. The karaoke lyrics were not 100%. But she didn't have the timing or anything. I mean, maybe she'd heard the song before, but she didn't know the song. And so she starts it out, you know, she's like, you know how it is. That's great. And I know she's not going to, when it picks up, she's not going to know it.
Yeah.
So, I walk up there with a second microphone and I just start nailing it. But the whole room of people, they didn't know that it was my idea. They just saw somebody pick that song who didn't know the song, and then I come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I'm not even looking at the screen. I'm looking away from the screen. I'm performing to the audience because I know the lyrics. I have it memorized.
Yeah.
And so I'm like a hero at this moment.
Yeah.
People can't fucking believe that there's someone in the room who knows every lyric to this song.
Did someone buy you a drink afterwards?
I'm sure they bought me a lot of drinks before and after. I don't remember much else from the night, but that was pretty cool. I think you know, I probably looked pretty cool that night. That's not, yeah. It definitely saved that room from having to hear one of those classic renditions of a song like that, you know, the drunk karaoke. I don't know what, man, I don't know. I had a friend who loved Pearl Jam or any grunge band, and we were at a karaoke bar and he picked Jeremy by Pearl Jam, and man, it made me question whether or not he had ever actually heard Pearl Jam before.
Oh, also,
just didn't know any of it.
That song in a karaoke bar, like,
well, he's probably. I imagine he was waiting for the. But before it gets to that, you know, you gotta go. Clearly, I remember picking on the boy. You know, and so you gotta get through that whole part.
Yeah, that's true. That should be your go-to karaoke song.
When he unleashed the lion. Okay.
That's good.
Maybe I'll make that my new karaoke song.
Yeah, we're never doing karaoke again. Well, you're never doing karaoke again. So
we could do it here around the house.
Yeah. But what fun is that? Do you know how not fun it is to be the only person who isn't a professional performer?
You're a professional performer.
I'm not a musician and I can't sing. And then you're like, yeah, your turn. And I'm like, okay.
I don't know. You sing pretty good. You sing on a couple of my songs.
Oh, yeah.
That I've released.
Yeah, real low in the mix. And I just do a little bit of background work. And I do a little egg shaker.
You've done some.
Listen real close. You can probably hear me or some version of it.
Yeah, you're on a couple of songs.
Yeah.
You do. You've done musicals, right?
Nope. Absolutely not. Ooh.
Oh. Well, you were about to do a musical before the pandemic.
I was. That was the show that was supposed to open the week that Denver shut down. So
I was there for some of the rehearsals. You were sounding good.
Yeah, I the only reason I was in it, I don't actually remember why I was in it. Just I thought it would be fun, but I lack any sort of musical knowledge or like singing is not my thing. But we had such a talented cast, and we did like a musical review night, and that was going to be a lot of fun. And so me and the other co-founder of the theater were going to sing a song from Book of Mormon, and I was like, it'll be great. It's in our range because it's two men singing. Nope, that was not true. Their harmonies were incredible, and I can't sing I can't conceptualize singing something that I can't hear the most obviously in a song. So me and Melissa would start singing, and then Megan, who was the musical director, would stop and she'd be like, Amber, you're singing Melissa's part. And I'm like, yeah, that's the loudest. And she's like, no, that's not what you're supposed to be singing. You're doing the wrong thing.
Oh,
I feel
yeah,
like.
because it's hard to sing a harmony when you know, when you're more familiar with the lead melody.
Mm-hmm.
You keep
Yeah, see, I don't even have the
slipping into
language to explain what that's exactly it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes it would be like the low harmony, like I'd have to sing lower, and then sometimes I'd have to sing higher, and I'm like, fuck this. Fuck this nonsense. Absolutely not.
Yeah, but that's still
Lip sync it.
lip sync it. Yeah, I
I'll
guess.
just do a Milli Vanilli moment. Oh, that's what we should have done.
Oh, yeah. Oh, somebody needs to do a musical based on the life
Milli
and times of
Vanilli?
Milli Vanilli.
Oh my god, that'd be so funny.
Milli
They should-
Vanilli, the musical.
And it's all just dubbed over. And then they should have Ashley Simpson play Millie or Vanilli.
Ooh. You know what the twist could be? The vocals are all pre-recorded, but there's a live band.
Ooh, yeah. I like it. I like where
I
this
think
is
we just
headed.
created a show. Well, you know, they say the show must go on.
That's what I've heard.
So I guess we got to get out there and
Yeah, if you're thinking about, hey, I don't have a lot of dollar bills anymore because eggs are like so expensive. Let me tell you something. The eggs are poison. Come and see our Milli Vanilli show.
that's actually the title of the show.
Yeah, the eggs are poison. :
Come
Come see our Milli Vanilli show.
The musical.
The musical. Yeah, part 2. Redux. XXL. Anyway, yeah, I have a lot of hopes and dreams for this new musical now. But yeah, it's the most intimidating. That's why I'm like one of those people who really just doesn't like it when somebody who's very good at singing goes to karaoke, because I'm like, this is great. Congratulations. You're making me feel bad because I lack talent and I just came here to have fun. But nobody else is having fun when I'm singing. So,
It's more about, I think it's more about song selection than anything.
Yeah.
I don't think you have to be a good singer. In fact, if you pick a great song and you're singing it badly, that's almost more fun than if you have to either be a bad singer or the world's greatest singer for anybody to care about your karaoke pick. If you're just like middle of the road, nobody wants that. You're like, oh yeah, look at this guy. He's doing a fine job here. Nobody cares. You want to be like
people.
blown
I
away.
love those people. I hype those people up so hard.
Really?
Yeah, they try and they add a little vibrato and they're not comfortable or good at it. I will cheer from the back of the room.
Wow.
Hell yeah, keep going. I love it. I love it. Your kids are at home and you're out at a karaoke bar at 8:30 on a Saturday. You're probably going to go home in 40 minutes. Just do it. Just go.
I remember being on tour. I don't know what city it was, but there was what's that pizza place? Old Chicago. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Worst pizza I've ever had in my entire life. But
That's not true.
this place was it was like a Friday night or a Saturday night or something, and they were doing karaoke at this pizza place. And I remember there was a woman who she went up and she picked Radiohead's Creep, but she sang it like it was one of the like she was one of those divas, you know, like a Whitney Houston. Like she thought she was Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
Singing Creep. She wasn't really a good singer, but also trying to sing Creep in that style did not work. But her friends were doing what you were talking about. They were like, oh my God, yeah, you're amazing, killing it. They're taking photos. They're cheering for her. And it was awful.
You know,
Anyway.
I like it. I like the idea. My girlfriend goes up there and I support the shit out of her. She gets stomped on every single day of her life by the patriarchy and men like you.
Me?
Also, I don't know. Just, you, the royal you. Just men in general.
I didn't like boo her or anything. I didn't make it known that I didn't like it.
You didn't make it known? Yes, you did. I'm sure you said it loudly to the person next to you.
No,
it was probably Daniel. You're probably
Daniel.
Like, this is terrible. Why
I
is she
said it
still
quietly to him, and we complained. I think we ended up complaining about the pizza more than anything.
Also, I think like the week has been so bad, we forgot to say. So on Tuesday, when we did not have the show last week, we ordered some pizza that took, I don't know why we didn't have any foresight about what the situation was going to look like, but the pizza took almost 3 hours to get to us, which was just terrible. And then I got a gluten-free pizza, which it was delicious, but it is just criminal to charge, like, it was like a 10-inch gluten-free pizza that cost the same as an 18-inch regular. It's terrible. So I got that, and then Anthony got a regular pizza, and it was the worst pizza he has had in Los Angeles by far. So to add insult to injury.
I felt like that pizza slapped me in the face.
It punched you in the gut is what it did.
What was it, Prime Pizza?
Yes. Don't
order from Prime Pizza in Los Angeles. It has a lot of really good reviews, but if I go like this, does anything happen on Zoom?
No. Oh, yeah.
Terrible. Prime Pizza can suck an ass. I threw half of it away.
I know.
I never throw away leftover pizza. I put it in the garbage bin.
You didn't put it in the garbage bin. I put it in the garbage bin.
I left it in the fridge, and then you eventually threw it in the garbage bin.
It is crazy how much you hated it. But order from there if you guys want a really good gluten-free pizza. I have to
Maybe
it's the best gluten-free pizza in LA. It's delicious.
Gluten-free was fine, but the regular pizza was tough and dry, but somehow also too greasy and too saucy with almost no cheese. 1 star.
You're the person who'd say, if I could give it 0 stars, I would.
If I could give it 0 stars, I would. I would do negative stars.
Nobody asked you for the star rating, but you chose to give them 1 star. And nobody knows out of how many. It could have been out of 1. You have to establish the parameters of the rating a little bit easier for us. 100,000?
1 star.
Out of 100,000?
Out of 100,000.
It was pretty bad.
I didn't like it. So, Prime Pizza. You owe me a pizza. The worst feeling is when you finish eating a pizza and you regret it, not because you ate pizza, but because you didn't enjoy it. Because you're so unsatisfied by the pizza that you wish you could order a whole new pizza and eat dinner again.
Yeah.
That's the feeling I had. I wanted to eat a second dinner.
But you couldn't because you felt sick.
I was too full and sick and grossed out.
Sorry.
So Prime Pizza, not good.
But yeah. Old Chicago. I guess the pizza and the karaoke at Old Chicago are not great.
I still think Old Chicago might have been worse than Prime Pizza. But
I don't think Old Chicago is that bad. It
was pretty bad. Pretty bad. But maybe they're just not doing their best when it's karaoke night. Maybe whoever is in charge of microwaving the pizza, maybe they signed up. Maybe it was their song. Maybe it was the woman who sang "Creep."
Maybe she just needed to get out onto the stage.
She was a little distracted.
Yeah, I mean, it is an Old Chicago. It's not a Pizza Hut in New Hampshire that serves Thai chili sauce on their pizza.
It was Ithaca, New York, but yes, one of my favorite pizza places ever.
Did you read enough books to get a free pizza that time, or no?
It was like one of the first times I ever had. I think it might have been the first time I ever had stuffed crust pizza. So I was pretty amazed. And they don't do it anymore, but this pizza had a sriracha drizzle. A sriracha drizzle.
I've heard.
And then stuffed crust. And then pepperonis. It was pretty incredible.
How many times did you have that pizza?
Just once. I was doing a college show, so it was just somewhere that we stopped randomly to eat. We didn't plan it or anything. It wasn't a premeditated, like, hey, you know what would be great for us today? Let's go to Pizza Hut. We were just like, we're hungry. We're in a part of New York State where there's nothing. And here's this Pizza Hut. But outside of New York City, you know, I mean, I grew up eating pretty bad Pizza Hut pizza from the places in New York City. But this place, it thought it was like a real restaurant. You know, like they cared. This wasn't like a Pizza Hut Taco Bell combo. This was a Pizza Hut. It was like its own building. It wasn't connected to like a CVS or something like that. It was its own building. It was like, you know, like a, so.
There were a lot of those in the country. I think that they had the hut, right? Like the building was very distinct. And then a lot of times you walk in and it's like very dark, like wooden booths. And there's always a big salad bar in the middle.
There was a salad bar. There was a salad bar at this one.
I loved going into a Pizza Hut. It reminded me of what I feel like once Pizza Hut was on the decline, they turned those buildings into Fazoli's. I don't know if you have been to a Fazoli's before.
Fazoli? No.
Fazoli's.
Fazoli.
Fazoli's.
Is that like Sbarro?
It is worse. It's like, so it's Italian food, pasta, breadsticks, poorly made pizza. But also there's a salad bar in the middle. Not good. I feel like it's something that I only saw in Colorado, so maybe it's like a middle of America regional kind of thing.
Oh yeah, I don't know Fazoli's.
Fazoli's, when you're hungry and it's there. I wish I had it doesn't have anything for me. Oh, look at that, mowing my hand.
It's not working now. Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Look at your burn. I'm not celebrating your burn hand.
Oh well, it always looks like it with what's happening on the screen at the same time.
Well, you were trying to do the thumbs up, and we just did. You were trying to do the thumbs up, and I was trying to make it happen. It won't happen anymore.
Oh, Zoom is like, you got to start paying a subscription if you want to.
You reached your limit. You got to wait 15 minutes. Watch this ad, and then you can do it again.
It's true, and then the ad's going to be for like a printer that you have to pay a subscription to print off papers on.
Classic. Well, okay. I don't know. Did I mention you guys can Venmo at Digital Slumber Party? What else? I guess that seems pretty good, right? Anything else going on?
Lots of stuff, but what do we have time for, you know?
So little time.
Good news. The cat from outside I finally brought inside this morning because it was windy. And she ate breakfast in here, and then she left. So we might get another cat by the end of this next presidential term. That's something I'm looking forward to.
Yeah. She hangs around.
She's pretty cool. I don't know if anybody knows how, like, is it bad for cats to get over-vaccinated? Because I don't know if the family who lays claim to her has gotten her vaccinated recently. But I would like to bring her in the house. I'm
thinking that that nobody's taking care of her because up until we started giving her flea medicine, she had fleas and scabs everywhere.
Oh yeah.
And I would imagine if somebody was taking care of a cat and took a cat to a vet and said, "Hey, give this cat the works," that one of the first things they would take care of is the fleas. So I'm guessing
think they would take care of the worms in her butt, which I assume are there.
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and say nobody's actually taking care of this cat. People just say hello to the cat as they walk by and go about their day. Because nobody else is even putting food out for the cat or water or anything. So...
And she's getting big.
She's getting big.
She's getting a little rotund. It's a little harder for her to scamper away, and I just love that.
She hangs around by the door. I open the door in the morning. She's already got one foot in.
And she's mid-scream.
Yeah! With her one paw in the doorway, trying to come in. And then she takes a few steps in, and she doesn't want to leave. Unlike our cat, who is desperately always trying to leave when we open the door.
She hates us.
She does not like us. She really hates us.
Both of us meow at the same time, and she looked at the door. The cat was there. She's like...
She knows.
She does know. She does know. So...
yeah, see, Sarah's saying that she picked us.
That's what I think.
Too. Why else would an outside cat want to come inside?
I know, it's the cat distribution system. I also was worried that she was pregnant at the beginning.
Yeah, but I guess she's not. She would have definitely...
Can you imagine, though, if she gets pregnant, and then what do we do? And she has 11 kittens?
Oh, my God. She'll just eat them all.
What?
Isn't that what they do?
No.
Don't they eat them?
That's why you're not supposed to touch them, like, immediately, so they can get their scent all... I mean, you're not going to touch them, right? You're not going to, like, just juggle them or whatever, so she eats them.
No. Juggling cats.
That's a ska band, probably.
Yeah, juggling cats. Because you see the cat and you gotta pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. First album's called 9 Lives. I'm liking this.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, I just want to say that on Twitch, I think Andrew is watching us on YouTube, and he said Fazoli's is actually awesome.
Whoa!
Which is false. That's how I know Donald Trump is in office, because the spread of misinformation is happening on a wide scale, including our platform, which I do not condone. I do not agree with. Fazoli's
is trash. Old Chicago is trash. Prime Pizza could suck my ass.
Prime Pizza's pretty good.
Nope. There you go again with the misinformation.
Gluten-free. That is we. Gluten-free. E. I'm really bad at writing chants, I think, is the thing. Fazoli's. E.
Everything is just E.
Yeah. Anthony. A.
Hey.
Anthony K.
I'm complaining here.
Classic.
That's me.
Classic.
And I generally don't like things.
Yeah. Also, Dark Secret is in our Twitch chat. I'm assuming this is in regards to Charlie, the outside cat. It said pregnant with worms.
Charlie's going to give birth to 11 worms.
Oh, it's going to be like 1,500 bot flies. Just.
Oof.
Ooh, could you imagine? Ooh.
It's going to be like the movie The Fly.
Oh my gosh. Such a great movie. Really gross. I was really not expecting it to be that gross. Like, I was like, this is a movie from the 80s. How gross could it be?
Very.
Very.
Gross. I love it, though. I really enjoyed it.
It made me, like, touch my face. Like, I don't know. Like, I got weirded out at the idea that, like, all my teeth were going to fall out. My fingernails were going to pop off.
I was checking to see if my ear was still attached.
Yeah, one of my toenails fell off the week after we watched that. Remember?
Yeah.
It's a slow transformation for me, but I will become the lady fly. Would you still want to be married to me if I was the lady fly?
Yeah, but he also got really, like, mean and aggressive
Yeah, you like that. You're a comedian who is being ribbed, right?
No,
Just yell at you.
I don't like it anymore.
Oh, now that I'm a fly? Seems a little bit speciest, but okay.
Species.
Okay. Anyways.
Yeah. Watch the fly. Don't eat Fazoli's or prime pizza.
Prime pizza is good if you're on a gluten-free journey.
No, it's... Don't support it.
Really good.
Don't even support it.
Mm-hmm. You know, we had to wait 2.5 hours for pizza, which means it was so busy. Maybe somebody got a good pizza that night.
Well, it wasn't us. I'll tell you that much. We got bad pizza, bad news. Not a good night last Tuesday. Anyway, thank you to Evil Dave. Evil Dave.
Thank
you always count on Evil Dave.
Evil Dave.
And I don't know. That's all I have to say. I don't know if you have any parting words this week.
Parting words. We're in this together. We'll see you guys next week. I hope. Hopefully we're not censored by the government. You know, pre-censored.
Yeah.
In preparation for the new presidency. Oh, we don't say anything too bad. You know?
No, well, we can't anymore. It's going to become illegal.
Yeah, the worst thing that happens on this show, and Jinda isn't even on here, it's just penis stuff.
Yes.
You know? And a lot of Guy Fieri content, which I no longer...
We used to really love Guy Fieri. Not so much anymore these days.
Yeah.
The guy has fallen.
He has.
Grace.
They all do. They all do. Thank you to everyone in the Zoom. Thank you to Jay and Comedy Hub and Annie. And thank you to everybody in the Twitch chat. You guys are popping off tonight. And thank you to Andrew in the YouTube stream. I think he's the only person watching. And thank you, Anthony.
Thank you.
And thank you, Merle. And Merle's butt.
There's Vinny.
There's Vinny.
He's got to make a quick appearance.
There
there we go. Everybody's been waiting for these cameos.
Yep.
Vinny. Oh, there he is. Just staring at you. Oh, he knows the show's about to end. He gets so excited.
And then he's going to run to see you, and then you're going to take too long to just put your guitar back, and then he's going to start panicking and pee somewhere.
Yeah.
What happens every night?
I put the guitar back, and then I got to turn the lights off.
I know. He freaks out. He panics.
All right. Well, good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. I think we're still good.
Yeah.